All right, so this is the morning of the hunt. Like I've been telling y'all, I'm going to the Wrangell Mountains on a Dall sheep grizzly bear hunt. This is the clothes I'm going to be taking. Now, I had to be careful what I packed. I can only take 50 pounds in. So, all my food, my supplies, my tent, my sleeping bag, everything. Then I could carry whatever I was wearing. So, I was toting my pistol. I had a 44 Magnum. And I put on like all my long johns, my shirts and my bottoms. And I also had that fanny pack with some gloves and stuff in it. Had binoculars. I looked like the Michelin man. But I'm getting ready to go. Fixing to drive up to Glen Allen. Glen Allen is 2.5 hours north of Wasilla. It's a beautiful drive. All the way up, you've got mountains on the right, pretty much mountains on the left. The leaves are starting to change, and even in the time I was gone, because what I had scheduled was to be gone for 7 to 10 days. So I'm leaving out on Thursday, and I'm gonna fly out Thursday. This is Thursday morning. I'm gonna post a fly out Thursday at 12 o'clock. Cannot hunt until the next day, because the day in Alaska, the day you fly in, you're not allowed to hunt. You can only hunt the day after, and they do that so that you can't fly around and see an animal and go down and shoot. It's just not ethical. But I'm taking off here with my pilot, and wearing a little bitty tail dragger plane that won't hold a lot. If I'm successful, they already told me they would have to fly the meat out and then come back and pick me up. They told me if I take an animal, because my I told Melanie if I kill something, if I kill a grizzly bear, that's it. If I kill a Dall sheep, that's it. I'm only going to take one animal. And then they told me if you do have a successful hunt, call them. They'll come right back and pick you up the day that you get the animal, because they don't want the meat to ruin, which was nice to hear. So we flew out, and he has just landed and dropped me off. And let me tell you, they weren't playing. He pulled in. I got out of the plane. He took all my stuff out. He jumped in the plane and left. So he's taxiing off. And as he taxis off, I'll tell you, it's kind of surreal. You're out there. So after he taxis off and leaves, and he's fixing to fly off, I'm there by myself. I'm gonna be out here for the next couple of days. Now, I was hoping I wouldn't have to be out there, but one day that'd be great. There's my little tent. I got it set up. This is the water I'm gonna be drinking. It's called Sheep Creek. It's coming off of a glacier, but I still filter it. I got a little filter bottle I'm drinking out of. So I've got everything set up, and by I want to say 7 o'clock, I was asleep. I was tired, ready to go to sleep, and I didn't have any problems sleeping out there. Of course, nothing's going to bother you. I did have a caribou before I went to bed. He just walked right up to me. A pretty nice sized bull, about 50 yards away, close enough to where I could hear him snorting and blowing at me. And that was pretty neat. He's fixing to show up here in just a second. I'll show you that video. But as you can see, the tundra's turned red. It was very beautiful, very beautiful. The red would run almost all the way up to the top, right there at the edge of the mountain where it turned into rock. And so I bought my boots, and I bought mountain boots. So they have two different types. You have one that's designed to walk in tundra and one that's designed to walk in the mountains. I got the mountain ones because I figured that's where I'm going to spend most of my time. My game plan was to go up early in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock, leave out, climb the mountain, and stay there all day long. Come back down about an hour or two before dark. And, if something happened and there was a good sheep, there would just be, I may have to spend the night. All right, so here's this caribou. Like I said, I had the tent set up. I was just kind of relaxed. He did not like me being out there. He was blowing and fussing about it. So anyway, like I said, I'm in the Wrangell Mountains. This is where I'm at. Nobody else around me. I was by myself. So this is the first morning of the hunt. Well, it is 6:30 in the morning.
I'm sorry, 5:30 in the morning. 5:45. I'm now officially hunting. Slept really good last night. I went to sleep around 7 o'clock. Slept like a baby in my little old tent here. All right, let's get up and see what we can do. Wind's blowing it from this direction, so I'm gonna, I guess, walk in the wind. All right, well, 6:30. That last video was 15 minutes ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up and go home. I just killed a brown bear. He's laying right over there. So, shot him with a Christians in Arms 300 Win mag. 300 yards. The first shot put him down, and he got up and he's kind of going in circles. So I guess I broke that shoulder like I was supposed to. And then I went ahead and put 2 more rounds on him to make sure he's down, but he's down. So I'm gonna skid him out, call my pilots, tell them to come get me. I'm going home. My theory on this thing was the first legal animal I got to see, I was gonna kill. Now this bear had a big hump on his back. He came from right there. That's where I saw him. And he ran, and I couldn't get it laid down right here in camp, and I couldn't get a shot. And he kept going, and he ran, and he started walking down the beach. He came out on the beach right there. And I'd moved right over here, and that's where I shot from. Well, I prayed and asked the Lord to let me have an animal the first day, so I wouldn't have to stay out here all this time eating this dry food, and he gave it to me. I do appreciate it.
So this is the bear, and I apologize. I was really excited when I took that last video. I could not believe that just happened. I've never had that happen before on any hunt I've been on. But what this actually is an interior grizzly bear. If a bear is within 52 miles of the ocean, it is a brown bear, so I was not correct about that. And it was a female. She did not have any cubs. She was an older female. And now the chore was I have to take this animal and skin it out. I had never skinned a bear out. Took about 4 hours. I got it skinned out, and then I had to pack it back to the camp. Now that was a journey because that was about 100 pounds on my back. Then when I got back, they told me they couldn't pick me up for 24 hours. It would be the following day. So this was the day they picked me up. I just went for a little walk and walked up on another small herd of caribou and got to watch the 2 bulls. They were sitting there fighting. That was kind of nice. But overall, I've never had a hunt this much fun. It was great. Do not regret it at all. Loved going. May never go by myself again, but I would tell you it was worth it. Thank you for watching. See you later.